Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And in today's video, I'm going to be asking the question: who's to blame for our poor form in the league? Is it the players or is it the manager?
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, it's the first time in over 20 years that we have had back-to-back defeats in the league. And it doesn't get any easier because we face an informed Newcastle at the weekend. So it doesn't bear thinking about 3 defeats in a row. And that could well and truly put us out of a top 4 running unless we buck up our ideas after the World Cup. So my question is, who's to blame for this? Because I know a lot of fans were just waiting for Potter to fail, and everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, we should have got Tuchel back." But let's be honest, guys. Tuchel against Arsenal, he didn't fare any better. You know, he lost 4-2 and I think 2-0 was there. I can't remember the other result, but results weren't great in the second half of the season under Tuchel. So let's not pretend that things weren't going bad before Tuchel left. But you know, I didn't want Tuchel to go. I felt that the club had backed him, so we should have kept him and seen how he got on. But, you know, blaming this manager, that manager, it's always the managers getting the blame. And some people just don't. And they're beginning to blame the players now, but the players have, in the past, got a bit of a free pass. But let's hear what some of the managers, past and present, not present, past managers, have had to say about the mentality of these players.
This is something that is difficult for me to accept, and I feel sorry that I'm not a player, because I promise you, if I was a player, I would face matches in a different way that some of them are doing.
Today I prefer to speak Italian, first of all, because I want to send a message to my players, and I want my message to be very clear. I don't want to make mistake with my English.
Yeah, well, I have to say that I'm extremely angry, very angry indeed, because this defeat was due to our mentality more than anything else, our mental approach, because we played against a team which mentally was far more determined than we were, and this is something which I can't accept.
Frank, thoughts on a really disappointing day for you?
Not good enough.
Why do you think you were off the pace today?
Don't know, that's one for the players. I'll take responsibility on the outside, but the players have to take the responsibility, because the message was clear. This is a dangerous game for us. Talented team, back against the wall, London derby. We're in a good position where we could probably go second, and they're in a position where they may be looking downwards. That's a dangerous combination. The players knew that, we're prepared for the game. But if you go out and play at 60-70%, or a few players that play at that level, you're not going to win any Premier League game.
Are you angry because you spelled all of this out to us as well before the game, and that's exactly what you said to guard against?
Yeah, I'm angry because I want us to win games.
Thomas, how do you sum that one up tonight?
Difficult and a bit early. I don't know why, but we start well in all the games almost, and obviously we struggle with our focus and with the consistency in matches. It's not enough to play 20 minutes good. We did the same in Leeds. And one thing goes against us, and then we struggle to find answers, and we struggle to fight our way back if the things don't go in our direction.
So there you have it. 4 different managers have questioned these players' mentality. It started with Jose Mourinho the season after they won the league, and how the players down tools. Then we had Maurizio Sarri, Frank Lampard and Thomas Tuchel. Strange enough, there's no Antonio Conte in that list. I'll get to that a bit later. But all these managers have questioned the mentality of these players. I think Sarri's one was the most scathing of the lot. You know, how do we motivate this bunch of players? A lot of these players, they get things easy too quickly, but I feel that it's just the mentality of the club, the way that the culture of the club back when Roman Abramovich was there, and it was like, if we down tools, don't play for the manager, we can just go and get a new one, because he was into the hiring and firing business. And so the players knew that he couldn't get rid of all the players. So, you know, it'll be the manager. And that sort of attitude has carried on through, because if you look at the players, there's one constant, and I'm not blaming him or trying to throw him on the bus or anything, but the one constant who's been there throughout is been Cesar Azpilicueta. No, two actually, Cesar Azpilicueta and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Then if you look at the other players who've been there, seen through three managers, then you've got Kovacic, you've got Jorginho. And you could kind of say Mason Mount was in and around the club because he was a youngster. So he's obviously seen what was happening in and around Cobham. But, you know, we've had different players, but the same attitude. You know, if you look now, there's only, as I said, those 5 players, and all the others haven't been part of the squad under. So some who were there for Lampard, but there were some who wasn't there when Sarri was there. So, you know, we've had a turnover of players, but yet the same attitude, the same lack of character. And is it the players that we're choosing? I keep saying this, you know, sometimes we look for the silky, skillful players, but what is their attitude like? You know, are we picking these weak-willed players? You know, what I liked about Jose Mourinho was that he always went for players with that mentality, that never say die attitude. I want a mixture of both, because I'm not saying I want just these people who are going to run through trees for you and have got zero technique or whatever. I want somebody who's got technique, but also has got ability. We let one of those go when we let Kevin De Bruyne go. You know, great attitude, never say die, you know, always wants to win, and has got skill. You know, Man City have got that right blend of character and technique. So with us, we just need to, when we're recruiting, I don't want, you know, okay, this player can beat 6 players or 7 players, but when the chips are down, things are not right for them. That's why, you know, I was looking at Leao the other day, great player, but when things weren't going right for Milan, was it born out of frustration, or was it his attitude? His attitude was, I don't really want the ball. He was walking around when he was out of possession. So that to me is a bit of a red flag. You know, as I said, I'm not a scout, so I can't, you know, look into his character and see what he's really like. But from the outside looking in, what I saw of him is maybe we're going to get more of the same if things don't go right, if he does come to us. I want for players who are willing to fight for us, you know. And as I said, strangely enough, Antonio Conte was the only one who didn't criticise his players in public. And I'm not sure, obviously he's probably doing it in private, but he didn't do it in public. Even when, because I was looking for, I said, I easily found footage of all the other managers questioning the mentality of the players. But when I was searching for something to do with Conte, I thought, him of all people, there must be something about it. But there was nothing. I looked at interview after interview after interview and I couldn't find anything. He was always saying that the players worked hard. He always had the players back. But yet, in that second season, they down tools for him too, because we finished outside of the top 4 after winning the league, ended up finishing the season 5th. So no matter what method you use, I know that some people use it, say, okay, if the managers are throwing the players out to the wolves, so he's losing the dressing room. But Conte tried his hardest not to do that, but still the results was the same. So whatever way you want to do it, it doesn't make any difference with this set of players. So I just think that we need to change the culture around the club, and is, and I think, the new ownership, that's what they're going to be trying to do. And that's why, we need to, it's important we stick with Potter, even if things don't go right, and then we get rid of the players who are not performing. That way it sends out a strong message that the manager is here, the manager is the most important person, and we're going to get players who want to play for him, who want to believe in him, rather than down in tools and not having that right attitude. Because the thing is, whenever we go down in a game, I don't have the belief and confidence that we can come back into the game. I don't see us, I can count on one hand how many times we've actually come back from losing positions, and we'll never, and that's like a 1 goal from 2 goals down. Forget it. Yesterday or on Saturday, a weekend, we saw Leeds United 3-1 down, came back to win 4-3. We saw Tottenham 2-0 down against Bournemouth, came back to win 3-2. Never say die attitude. And with us, 2-0 came over. You might as well just switch off because we ain't coming back. The only time we did come back was obviously against Real Madrid in a 2-legged tie, that was. But then we still bottled it in the last few minutes when we didn't show enough composure to see the game out. So, players, if you're watching this, probably not, but you need to do better, because, this is the season in, season out. We're getting the same bad attitude, weak character, weak mentality. And until that changes, then we're going to be having this conversation week in, week out. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's the manager who has to motivate the players, or do you think the players have to do a bit as well and take responsibility on the pitch? Love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Stick your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Take care. Bye bye.